welcome back. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me fix my mic. I just slapped the crap out of it. Today, I am going to be answering the most asked question I've got in the last 3 months of me coming back to YouTube is why are you quitting sports editing and shorts editing? If you don't know, the only reason I started YouTube was because of editing and shorts editing. And then I slowly moved into AE style, got really good at it, kind of quit it. And then we moved back into Burgess style, which is a more aggressive highlight reel style. And throughout this video, I'll put up slides showing you each style that I did. And yeah, today I'm going to be giving a full backstory on how I got into editing, how I started my YouTube journey, and why I'm quitting. Because I've gotten so many questions in my Discord servers, some comments, and yeah, and some people have me on my Xbox and they've reached out there. So many people, it's been about probably 50 people, not a lot, 50 people, probably somewhere around there, I would guess. Whoa. Yeah, probably around 50 people have asked, why are you quitting sports editing and shorts editing? That's the whole reason you started YouTube. Because if you don't know, that is the only reason I started YouTube, and that's the only reason I have subscribers right now. It was not for my live streams, my Twitch streams, or these regular videos, or my vlog. None of those really, I mean, they got me some subscribers, but the shorts editing got me over 1,000 subscribers. And today I'm going to be giving the full backstory, so, yeah, lock in. Starts off with a SSC community. If you do not know what that is, it stands for Sports Shorts Creator, I believe. Yes, it does. Sorry, haven't been in there in a while. Haven't even said that. Yeah, so this community started in about 2022, and there was a guy named Schooly. That wasn't his real name, that was his YouTube name. He started making these type style of videos. They were very easy to make, but back in 2022, edits weren't like that. People weren't popping off like that. You didn't just roll up with a TikTok edit like that. Like that didn't happen. This style was crazy. Like he was popping off. He got out to I think 50K subs. I'll try and put up a picture of his YouTube handle. It does not exist anymore. He deleted his channel. But yeah, this guy started making this style and people called it Schooly style because he was the one that made it popular. This style became so popular, everyone that somehow could do it was doing it. Nobody was really good at it till Schooly quit. Schooly was this YouTuber. I started editing in about 2023, late 2023. And so Schooly, the reason he quit is because he was a lot older. He was around 17, 18. He graduated. And that's why he stopped YouTube. But he went on to pursue his basketball dream. I believe he is in college. He plays for a college. I do not know what it is, but I know he made college and he's playing basketball there. He was a very good athlete. No one knows his name. He never disclosed that. And the only picture of him is deleted off of YouTube. I literally don't know anyone that has it, but I've seen it before. But yeah, he even showed some of his basketball clips. He was really good. He could dunk at 17. He was like 6'6". He was very good. And nobody really talks about this because he stayed off the grid. In Schooly style edits, you don't see your face. He didn't make anything but YouTube shorts because this was when, after COVID, 2020, 2021, that's when the TikToks, the YouTube shorts, and the Instagram reels were just popping off. And so anyway, Schooly, no one knew anything about him. And nowadays, if you go to the SSC community and watch any of their videos, people are like, oh yeah, bro, that's my cousin. Oh yeah, I know him. I saw him at Wendy's. This guy was off the grid. No one knew who he was. He never disclosed that. Maybe to some people, and some people probably know it. And I don't know enough about him because I started a little too late. But this guy was insane. And I wanted to do this style. And so I reached out to this guy named FG Productions. I'll try and put a picture of his YouTube. I believe it's gotten deleted by now. Last time I checked was probably early last year, 2025. But yeah, the story behind me and FG Productions, I made a lot of videos about him and some collaborations with him, shorts, not actual videos. I've never collabed with anyone in an actual video besides my cousin, ER Edits. But yeah, anyway, FG was really good at editing. He, honestly, at the time I met him, he was like the second best, and he had a lot of subscribers. Dang it, I should have asked for his YouTube channel before he deleted it. Gosh dang it, I would have 50K right now. Me and him were best friends. I remember I commented on one of his videos, and the video was, who do I think will win the Super Bowl in 2022? Because it was it was the season. He guessed the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was like, bro, I'm saying the same thing. Because I posted little videos of just clips of me at my desk. It was back when my desk was over right there, right where my bed is. It was before I put it in that corner. It was right in the middle, right here. None of those videos can be found. You will never find that. Those have been archived away. Those are like Epstein Island. You're not finding that junk. That's when I was just making little clips, and I agreed with him. I made a short saying I thought the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win too, and that's back right when they lost Tyreek Hill. No one thought they were going to be good. And so, yeah, that's why he really surprised me, and I clicked on his YouTube channel, subscribed. I realized he was doing Schoolie style, and he was very good at it. And if you commented on Schoolie's videos back then, you weren't getting a reply. That brother was off the grid. He made a video, posted it, boom. Social media, gone. That brother, I don't know where he went, but he was like the president of the United States. You was never finding him. But it was crazy. He was really good, and no one was just that good at Schoolie back then. So I commented, and I was like, brother, you want to help me out? And I'm not even joking. Like, it was 2 months later. I was like, the editing dream is over. Because I tried sports edits before, and they just were not clicking. They were dog crap. They were, no. And he replied 2 months later and said, sure, bro, what's your Discord? And I was like, and so I hit him up on Discord, and he was very friendly, great guy. He was about 2 years older than me. I was 12 at the time, and he was about 14 going on 15, so probably two and a half years older than me. But me and him were still really close. And he showed me, we FaceTimed, he showed me how to create sports edits, and he was a very chill guy. And he lived a state across from me. I probably could have met him if I wanted to, but like, you don't meet someone online and go talk to them. Like, have you ever watched Gideon, EDP Watch, anything?
I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Yeah, me and him were best friends. We were friends for like 3 months. He taught me how to do this. I started getting really good. And he taught me all the tricks on when to upload, how to upload, like certain things, hashtags, everything. He taught me every trick in the book that most of those tricks he taught me, I still use today, even in just regular uploading, live streaming, Twitch, everything. He just knew it. I don't know how, but he figured it out. Like, I mean, the FBI had to be watching him. Like, he knew a little too much. He knew a little too much. He taught me all these tricks, and I got really good.
He taught me all these tricks, and I got really good.
What do you mean by that?
Good. I hit 100 subscribers in literally just a month. I was at about 17 when I talked to him, and I hit 100. I shot off. It was crazy. I had this video that had 48,000 views, and I was like, bro, thank you so much. And I remember one time me and him were FaceTiming. It's back when Prime came out, and he had got it, and like in all of the regions, nobody could find Prime. He got like big cases. We were playing video games together, and he told me after we had a perfect night, we won Fortnite games, we were playing Madden online, everything was perfect. He was like, hey, so I'm quitting YouTube. And I was like, sorry? He just dropped a nuke on me like I was Hiroshima. Like, I was like, brother, what in the world? Like, he literally just quit on me. Straight up quit on me. And so now I'm like, what do I do? But yeah, he quit. I knew I'm not going to show his story. I'm not going to give anything, not his name, anything. And just in case he's watching this video. If you are, brother, I love you. Hit me up on Discord. But he got really sad. I know that. There might have been depression there. I'm not going to make any claims about him. But I knew he got really sad and just didn't enjoy editing. And I felt that. I was like, all right, bro, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to tell you to, come back. I'm not going to force you or anything. So he left. He left YouTube. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll hit him up. Like, he can still teach me. So he would send me clips, font styles, a bunch of files that I'd put on my phone and use to make sports edits. And so, yeah, I kept going, and I was in the SSC community officially. It started really growing. You had to be in the SSE community if you had over 150 subscribers. That was the original thing. They had like a whole Discord and a whole book of rules. Now, like, I think that Discord's been abolished. Like, there's literally no one cares about the SSE anymore. This was like big only if you had YouTube Shorts. Like, if you were a teenager and loved the NFL, you knew what the SSE was. It was crazy. But it had like, when I joined, it was only like 100 members. It was, and I was doing this at 12 years old. These guys were like 16, 15. I really don't know why they were sport editing. I'm still doing the same gosh darn thing 3 years later. But yeah, I joined the community, and then literally after FG quit, Schoolie was gone. Schoolie, the guy that had made this whole style and people came up with this whole community, literally left. He had a post saying, hey guys, I'm chasing my basketball dreams. I'm graduating. I'm done with the sports editing. I'm gone. Literally, I don't know if that was word for word, but that was pretty much it. He just straight up left. He was like, I'm deleting my YouTube channel in 2 days. He was a jerk. It was really a jerky way to leave this 60,000 people fan base that you have made, and you've made this whole gosh darn editing style. Like, I'm sure, I don't know who made the AE After Effects style of like the movie clips and stuff, but like, I mean, that's a pretty big style. Like, that's the main editing style now for all the shorts edits. It, like, you don't just leave, you know? It was very odd. And, you know, 12-year-old me, like, I had attachments to everything. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, everyone was just shocked, but they kept the style going. People kept making the style, and people started picking up on all the websites. Well, pause, stop. But they picked up all the downloaders, all the apps that you get these clips from, and like, it was no longer, if you made sports edits, it was no longer a cool thing. Everyone was just like, yeah, I do that too. Like, people were getting too good at it to where I really fell behind. I was really slacking off. This style that like I had found, you know, 12 years old, really happy. Everyone does it now. It's no longer a big thing. Like, if I would have just waited maybe 6 more months, I would have probably figured it out. But the joy of me finding it is probably what kept me going. Honestly, I loved it so much. I was posting probably pretty much daily or nightly. I uploaded about 7:30 p.m. Eastern time every night. That's how it was. That was me. That was LP Highlights. As you all know, that was my YouTube name. You can see in my bio, that's still my YouTube name, technically. Now I just go by my real name, but, you know, as I'm moving out of sports edits. But yeah, I kept it going. So now, to give you a timeline, it's probably about it's probably late 2023, like right before Christmas, probably Thanksgiving 2023. So yeah, the SSE community was big. Like, it was over 500 members, to where the Discord kind of really just faded out. People were making all these Discords, SSE that. There was a Christian community. There was different races communities, like white, black, SSE. Like, it got really weird. It was very weird. It was almost like a furry community. Like, that's literally how weird it was. Most people just kind of stayed independent. Nobody really joined, because if you were in a clan or something, you were probably either really good or really bad. So, 13-year-old me at this point now, I was like, I want to make a clan too. So I made the clan called The Squad. This clan it was crap. It was really bad. I had made it with like 2 friends. I made it with Gino Productions, Puma Sports, and Ritter NFL. I do not talk to any of them anymore. There was no beef, nothing. I just kind of left. It wasn't really good. But we're going to dive into that more. So yeah, I made this. It was about 4 people in a clan. But like, I just kept inviting people. I was like, come on, let's get going. I made a whole YouTube channel with it. Full on email. We almost got a website. We literally almost got a website. It was picking up big. And like, my YouTube channel was staying small because I was focusing on this. I probably picked up 300 subscribers for this channel. No, not 300. It was more, probably like 100. I'll keep it modest. It was not. I don't think we ever peaked over 200. It might have now. I haven't checked it. But yeah, anyway, the bottom of the line, this clan was picking up. We started getting big name SSCs at the time, like Uno, I can't really name the rest. It's been so long now. So now we're in Christmas 2024. This clan's really picked up, and I've slacked off on my own YouTube. And all these other guys, they're getting better, but I'm just focusing on the actual channel itself, which I probably shouldn't have done. I probably should have focused more on my YouTube to grow it. That sounds selfish, I know. But yeah, this clan, I wanted to keep going. And so anyway, we get into 2024. Let's go all the way to the summer 2024. I left that clan. There was a lot of arguing over who should get the rights to own the clan, who's the owner, who gets to own the clips, who gets to be the co-owner, who gets to produce that, who gets to put up the videos. Like, it was out of control. And, you know, we're a bunch of 13, 14, 15-year-old kids just making sports edits. None of this matters, and we're arguing over a clan that we have phone numbers, Discords in. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, it was really petty looking back on it now. But it got really rough. I had left. I got grounded. At the end of that school year, going into summer, I got grounded. So I was gone for like 3 months, and I was like, I'm back. And so anyway, it was very odd when I got back. We had invited 3 really big SSC creators, and I was just kind of thrown off, because the way we invite people back in the day is you got to go through like an interview, because like if you're gonna get our Discord and phone number and email, you know, we got to know you're not some idiot. And now looking back, it was really dumb that we gave our phone numbers and Discord names, everything, just to, you know, have a chat and like deal with the YouTube channel. I guess it did make sense because we all lived in different states. But anyway, we were all really close. So about June to July, it was really thriving. We were really close. This was probably our peak. Honestly, this was our peak. It was not the OG squad. A lot of OGs had left, but it was still mainly me, Ritter, Gino, and Puma. I know those names mean nothing to y'all, but that's just mainly, those were the main founders. And so to where like they started telling me they didn't want me in there anymore. There was a lot of envy, a lot of arguing. People didn't want me there anymore. And I was like, dude, it's just a sports clan, or like it's just an editing clan. We're not, you know, we're not some big video game clan, some VFX artists. Like, we're 13. Where's this gonna go? Like, seriously. But it was still sad because I had worked on that for 8 months, and the people I invited wanted me out. It was like, it's like when, like, I mean, let's say the guy that made McDonald's was just sitting in a board meeting and they just voted him off. They're like, get out of here. Nope, contract's done. Get out.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I worked really hard on that YouTube channel, and it stung for a while, but then I came back to him. I didn't join the clan. I was like, I'm done. I don't ever want back here. And so I was still friends with them a lot after. Ritter, me and him were best friends. We played Call of Duty like every night. Me and him stayed friends outside of the clan, but there was a lot of beef there, but we fixed it up. You know, we cleared it up, forgave each other, whatnot. We realized it's just a stupid YouTube channel. Sure, it's fun, and you get a lot of subscribers, and you get really popular in this SSC community, this great editing community. And so anyway, we moved to now Thanksgiving 2024, where Burgess comes into the picture. So Burgess comes in. He's always been a YouTuber, and he's always made stuff, but this is when he gets going. Like, he gets this editing software. Dude's popping out like literal movie trailers as edits. Like, he's on a whole nother level. And I've talked to him personally on Discord and in his comment sections multiple times. He's a good guy. I haven't done it recently, but he's a very good guy. All these channels are in the comment section below, by the way. And so now the SSC community that has the schooly style, you know, this incredibly popular style, it's done. It falls apart. This community, literally, the reason I stopped schooly style is they are toxic. There's people in there threatening people. There was people leaking addresses, leaking numbers, and I was like, dude, y'all are teenagers that are across the country making sports and TikTok edits. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? People Like, I mean, it was crazy. I'm not going to go that in depth because it was crazy for Discord servers and YouTube comments, like, and it just silly stuff for sports editing. And I could go on over and over about the SSC community, and because the reason I know all this is because this is how I started YouTube, and that's why I'm kind of building up to the final question y'all have asked. Y'all just need to know the backstory and how deep I truly am in these sports edits. But now we move on to 2025. I laid down the schoolie edits. They suck. I honestly think they're trash. And I picked up Burgess style. I just kept going with it over and over and over. And when the NFL season starts, I post highlights of that, you know, with cool music, cool effects, and it gets insane views. I made a TikTok there for a while. It flopped. I'm not a fan of TikTok. I low-key hate it. I made an Instagram there for a while. It flopped. Actually, no, the Instagram did pretty good, but YouTube is my main thing. The things FG taught me and all these other guys throughout that SSC community that I've been yapping on for 20 minutes, I have so many tricks to where YouTube's just my thing. I can't really pick it up on any social media. That's why I just don't really do that much, because I'm coming from a content creator perspective. And so, yeah, that's why I've stayed with YouTube. That's another reason. So yeah, I started doing this Burgess style, and then I later on, probably summer. Why is my dog barking? But anyway, that's when I picked up the Burgess style. It got really popular, and I started going crazy with the edits. It got insane amount of views, and so yeah, that's what I kept doing. And even at the end of 2025 there, that's really what I was doing a lot, is the constant highlights after every NFL game. And like probably in 2025 alone, I forgot the estimate, I've said it in past videos, I know it was over 100,000 views alone in just 2025 off of shorts and TikTok edits. It was crazy. But yeah, I've done that. I know that's a drawn out story, and it kind of fades there in 2025 because I left that goofy SSC community. You can still find schoolie edits, they're just not as popular. Burgess and Ding Productions too, those type of videos are getting very popular, and that's most of what you can find. And then obviously the AE edits, which I got to a little bit. That was more when I got my PC. Everything else I've done off a mobile and a laptop. But yeah, when I got my PC, that's when I did AE edits. But then when, I got into Twitch and stuff, that's what I stayed rolling with. And then I got into YouTube and making stuff like this. And yeah, that's what I stayed with. And I still made the shorts edits every once in a while. And then obviously, like I've mentioned, 2025, this season, I did a couple videos like that, shorts wise, and they did really good. But the main reason I stopped is you don't have the want to do it anymore. And I heard a lot of people do that, FG Productions being one of them. I know so many people that quit just because they didn't want to do it, and I never understood it back then. But I get what they mean. It's very tiring making any edit. Even these videos that I currently make are the hardest. They're super long. You got to download these clips, files, cut this in and out. It's a lot more harder to do this, but I enjoy this more. I get to sit down 3 a.m. in the morning and just edit these videos, but they're a lot more pleasing. They're more fun to do, and I enjoy them more. And the main reason I quit shorts editing is just I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't like to do it. I didn't have the want to do it. I have the want to do what I'm currently doing. I enjoy doing that and doing this. But yeah, that's just why I stopped. I didn't have the want and the desire. And I personally believe on anything, if you don't have the desire to do something, don't do it at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're choosing to do something and you don't truly desire it, don't do it. You shouldn't do it. Unless you like to push yourself, then that's good too. But I tried over and over to push myself. And there at the end, probably around week 11 this year is when I stopped the sports edits. I was pushing through multiple weeks. I couldn't get it done. It was really annoying.
That would all. Can I see you as my crush?
Yeah, I just was really trying to push through those, and it wasn't going. It wasn't meant for me anymore. But yeah, I'm always keeping those edits on my YouTube 100,000%. You can go watch them anytime you want. They're always going to be up there. They brought in so many views. I hit 2 million views just off of shorts edits from 2023 to now. Like, I have 2 million views just because of those. All of those stack up. I have a total of 2,000 videos, and 1,500 of them are, or not even 1,500, probably 1,800 of them. I know I have 2,000 something. Probably 1,800 of them are probably just shorts. You can probably count my old TikTok edits, Instagram edits. They probably count too. So I probably made almost 3,000 videos total and streams total. But yeah, I'm always keeping it up. But that's why I just couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. That's why I'm continuing to do this. I'm getting into music now. Might be delayed on the album that I've been working on. I'll make a post about that. And then the vlogging. Got a brand new camera set. The other one crashed on me. But yeah, I got a brand new camera set. So that'll be good. Yeah, you guys know what I'm doing now. The streams, Ready or Not that I've been doing, Call of Duty that I've been doing. All that's I'm gonna keep doing. So that's why I quit shorts editing. That's the full backstory. So now you know.